Hi, this is Carl. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Recently, I've been researching and I've been wanting to buy a really good, nice, quality knife sharpener. And I got to thinking, I'm going to buy some of the cheapest knife sharpeners I can find and see how they work. So I found 5 knife sharpeners on eBay, under $2 each, with shipping. So let's go over these things. Maybe one of them, two of them might turn out to be worth keeping. I'm not expecting too much, but let's get started on this. Got any questions or concerns? Shoot me an email, scoresaw@gmail.com, or leave a comment in the section below. Thanks for watching. Okay, here are the 5 very inexpensive sharpeners that I bought. And here are some random kitchen cutlery that I'm going to try them on. Well, like I said, these are under $2 each, including shipping, so I'm not expecting a whole lot, but we're going to give it a shot and see what happens here. This one has a ceramic pocket sharpener. Let me get that a little bit closer here, see if I can get a better close-up with this. Here's the back of the package. Okay, it says has some instructions on there, and I find it funny on the bottom it says "fend for yourself." At the bottom of the packaging might be hard to read there. Anyway, that's the first one we're going to go over. Second one here looks like a small Bluetooth speaker, the shape of it, but it did come in this blister pack. So this one did not come in any kind of wrapping at all. This was just stuck in an envelope. In fact, it looks like it may have already been used and returned. This one might be similar to this first one. This, from just the looks of it, this is going to be the better one. And then we have this one. Kind of looks like a frog. Okay, so I'm going to push these aside and just don't know. Well, I'm just going to start with this one because it's already open. Let me put these aside. Okay, right off the bat, I can tell that this side is closer to the stone than this side. And when I turn it in a circle like this, it is not straight, meaning that these wheels are off balance. So it is held together with this Phillips head screw on one end, and don't know much to say about that one, but okay, I'm going to put on one of these gloves here. Just pick a random knife over here, it doesn't really matter which one. So I'm going to be laying it against the metal part. Not doing straight up. I'm going to be laying against the metal part and just making nice even strokes down each side. It doesn't really feel like it's dragging at all. Let me turn it a little bit. This might be better than what I expected. Okay, I just run that a few times through there. And this is an old magazine that I had. Just those few strokes on that stone. I'm going to see what happens here. Like I said, I'm not expecting much. But I'm just going to kind of tighten this up between my fingers. And look at that, it did cut. Now the paper is really fuzzy. I wasn't putting a whole lot of pressure on it. So this knife sharpener for under $2 with shipping from China, I would say in a pinch it will work, and for $2 you cannot go wrong with it. And I'm sure, well, I will guarantee that the angle is not the same on each side, but for a nice quick little knife sharpener for your kitchen, under $2, why not? Okay, I'm going to put this knife aside. Let's open up the one that looks like a frog. Get this paper out of the way here. Ooh, I do feel some grit on top of this paper. That was from the sharpening. Okay. If I remember right, this came in different colors. Blue, red, and maybe black and white. I'm not quite sure. But on the bottom, it does have some pads to keep it from slipping. So that's not too bad. It has a small stone inside there. I don't know if you can see it. I can try to turn it so you can, maybe you can see the stone in there. But okay, let's try this. Ooh, that's very rough. Very rough and coarse. Now I'm going to lay the knife all the way back against this side. Then I'm going to lay it to the back of the right side. Just a few strokes. There is a difference on here. You can see, let's see if I can get it to come in the camera, where it's real shiny is where it was just run across the sharpening stone. I know it's hard to see here. But anyway, I'm going to run it through a couple more times, see what happens. Get the paper here. Hold this tight. Let's see what happens. It is cutting the paper. It is not as comfortable as a cut as the first one, but I can tell it is sharper than when I started. I do not like this as good as the first sharpener, which was this one, but under $2, what can you say? Let's open up this one. No reason why this order of this. Now this one has a stone on top, not a stone, but ceramic rods. There's some white ones on this side and some black ones on this side. And it has some rubber on the ends of each one. It doesn't have a grit labeled anywhere. So I'm just going to hold it up like this. Take this dull knife. Well, let me get a different knife here. Just take this knife here, very dull. I'm just going to go as straight up and down as I can because the two ceramic rods are in there. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if that's doing anything. Let me try this one side with the black rods. Oh, that's a much coarser rod. So I should have started on this side first. You can hear that grinding. So let me go back to this side and see what happens. Okay, let's get a piece of paper here. See what's up with this one. Very rough cut, but it does cut. Here is the edge. I don't know if you'll be able to see it again, but the shiny part is what the part that just got sharpened. I know it's hard to see here, especially with me not putting it in the camera. But let's... Anyway, that's the third one. So far, this one, I like the way this one will sit straight up and down. And you can just flip it over to the other grit. So far the three, I like this one the best of the three. Let's go number 4. Let's try this one. This one is also has the ceramic rods. Now this one has ceramic rods on each side. Maybe you can see it right there better. There's a, I'm assuming, well, I'm not going to assume it because the rods, there's 2 rods and they go from one end to this end. So there's not 2 different sets of rods. So I'm just guessing that it's going to be the same grit. Grab a new knife here. Now I do like this little indentation here that holds it with your thumb. So let's check this one out, see what's up with it. Knife is very dull. Very, very smooth pull on that. And to be honest with you, I can't feel a difference. So, cannot tell a difference. So this might be a wasted $2 on this one. In fact, I can't tell a difference so much. Excuse me. I'm not even going to try to cut paper with it. So this one is a negative. Last one we have here. This one's a little bit different. It has the suction cup so you can mount it on your countertop. You just wet the surface, stick this down, pull this down, it should stick. Now all these suction cups, as they're similar to this that I've purchased in the past, stick, but only for a few seconds. So that's to be determined on this one. You'll see the blades up here on the top. I know it's going to be hard to see here. It has an arrow, draw knife this way. So let's see, what do we got here? Pick up another one of these random knives. So let's go with this one. No special reason why, just because. So I'm going to hold this again right here. That's a very, very smooth pull. It's almost like there's nothing in there. I can't imagine that this stone is of any high quality where it's so fine. but it is putting a little sharpness on there. I'll give it that much. Pull just a couple more times on here. It is definitely has a sharper edge on there. Let's see what happens in the cut test. Yeah, that's more ripping the paper than actually cutting it. Okay. Pull all these back on board over here. Give you my final conclusion on these. This is my favorite of the 5. This one is garbage. This one works. This one works, and this one works. Now, I would imagine a good thing to put these in is your camping gear, something like that. Something where you don't really need a great edge while you're out, but a good enough edge to cut something. Anyway, all 5 of these sharpeners under $2 each with shipping. If you have one of these, I'd love to hear what you think about it. And I do appreciate you watching.